The Via Dolorosa, the way of the cross. So they took Jesus, and carrying the cross by himself, he went out to what is called the place of the skull, which in Hebrew is called Golgotha. There they crucified him, and with him 2 others, one on either side, with Jesus between them. Pilate had an inscription written and put it on the cross. It read, "Jesus of Nazareth, the King of the Jews." I'm going to read a page of Tom Wright's book, short book, The Way of the Lord. When Jesus walks the way of the cross, he was going to do what no one else could do or would ever need to do again. He was going to do battle with the forces of evil and emerge victorious. He was going to bear our pains and carry our sorrows, to be wounded for our transgressions and bruised for our iniquities, to defeat death itself by his death. We cannot do that. Even to try would be blasphemous nonsense, implying that what Jesus had done was ineffectual. His death was not a mere example of a general truth or style of action, it was unique. Unless we recognize the singular and unrepeatable element in Jesus' way of the cross, Christianity collapses into just another way of being vaguely religious. If Jesus' death is only an example, not an achievement, there is no good news, only good advice. And the last 2,000 years might suggest that the advice was not that good after all. If all we have in the story of Jesus is a fine example, it actually becomes quite depressing, since we discover how hard it is to follow that example and how few even make the effort. But Christianity is not about making a bit more of a moral effort. It's about God finding us helpless and needy and coming to our rescue. Great God, in Christ you call our name and then receive us as your own, not through some merit, right or claim, but by your gracious love alone. We strain to glimpse your mercy seat and find you kneeling at our feet. The way of the cross is therefore focused, first and foremost, on the unique and unrepeatable death of Jesus as the focal point of world history. The place where the pain and shame of the whole world was gathered into one place, inflicted on one person, one lonely individual, stumbling through the steep streets of Jerusalem and out to an ugly little hill beyond.